Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 9 of the European Road Trip. Today we're going to take a look at a roundup of games. We've got 2 brand new additions for you on loan for the rest of the season, as well as taking a look at how that all shakes out at the end ahead of the match with Schalke next time around. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click the notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel. And also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Right, let's get on with the brand new loan signing, shall we? And the first of the loan additions is a familiar face, to me at least, and he might be a familiar face to you as well. That is Harry Winks. He has joined us on loan from Tottenham till the end of the season. We do have an option to buy. It is only an option though, it's not a mandatory one. We may well take it up. It depends how the finances look at the end of the season. We needed a player for the centre of the park, a playmaker, someone who could control the pace of a game, and Harry Winks does that in abundance. And Tottenham wanted rid of him. They've got him on their transfer list. I always, when I see Harry Winks available, I go for him because I really rate him as a player. And the second player we have acquired on loan, you may have noticed him in the opening titles if you were eagle-eyed, and that is Brandon Williams has joined us on loan from Manchester United for the rest of the season. No option to buy him. We needed cover at left back after letting Helsingborg go to Bayern Munich, so I wanted a young left back to come in to meet the board objective of buying players who are under the age of 20, and Brandon Williams fits the bill quite nicely on that front. Now we move on to the results we've had since we were last together. Following the match with Borussia Dortmund in the last episode comes our first defeat of the season. Completely. We have won or drawn every game we've played so far. Wolfsburg take the honours to be the team that beat us. Let's take a look at the goals from this one. And we were undone by Weghorst. 2 goals for him on the day. The first one coming up for Kilo on the left-hand side, getting beyond Heinrichs. Weghorst heading in for 1-0. They doubled their lead 10 minutes into the second half. Mbayu with the ball down the right-hand side. Angelino couldn't stop him as he plays it across into the middle. Weghorst unmarked in the middle for 2-0. Ferran Torres did grab a consolation goal for us with a couple of minutes to play. Adams with the ball into Sabitzer, through to Torres before he strokes it into the net. Goalkeeper Will feel he could do better, but Wolfsburg held on for 3 points in our first defeat of the Bundesliga season. But we did bounce back with a comfortable 3-0 win over Union Berlin. Let's take a look at the goals from it. Ferran Torres opening the scoring on 7 minutes, proving to be a very significant loan signing. Klosterman with the ball to him as he strokes it into the near post corner for 1-0. We made it 2-0 on 13 minutes. Harry Winks with the ball into Nku. He will find Hechan, he will find Kluivert. Lovely bit of interplay before Kluivert unleashes one from outside the box for 2-0. And we wrapped it up with 25 minutes gone. Sabitzer with the ball into Klosterman. He will send it into the 6-yard box where Hechan is awaiting for number 3 of the afternoon, and a comfortable win over Union Berlin. But we made it 2 defeats in 3 as we lost away at Mainz, and to rub salt into the wounds, Sarmadeski is on loan to Mainz from us. So it's a bit of a blunder on my part, but it just goes to show he could well be one for the future for us. Let's take a look at his goal as well as the other 2 from the afternoon. Matara put Mainz in front. Managerless Mainz they were at this point. They've appointed the former Leipzig manager as their permanent new boss. There is Matara sliding them in front for 1-0. But we did equalise. It was normal service was resuming at this point. Angelino with the ball down the left into Kluivert, through to Hechan as he fired it into the net for 1-1. Ferran Torres then had a goal ruled out via VAR. And then Mainz won the game with 5.5 minutes to play. Ball through to him. There is Sarmadeski sending the ball into the net as we were beaten for the second time in 3 games. But again, we bounced back with a 4-0 win over Bayer Leverkusen. 3 goals before the 2 sendings off, which made life a hell of a lot easier for us. Let's take a look at the 4 goals from this one. Alex Sorloff with the opening goal. Ferran Torres with the ball down the right-hand side, running deep inside the box. Goalkeeper with a save, and then a bit of a fumble before Sorloff taps in for 1-0. We were 2-0 up, just gone the half hour. Bit of head tennis at the back from Bayer Leverkusen. Angelino sending the ball to the edge of the box. Sabitzer into Torres before he strokes it into the corner for 2-0. It was 3 just before half-time. Klosterman with the ball down the right-hand side, up against Lars Bender, sending the ball into the middle. Sorloff off the bar. Kluivert tapping in for number 3. Then the 2 sendings off happened, which made life a hell of a lot easier for us, as we made it number 4. Winks with the ball into the middle. Poulsen heads it down. Hichan fires it in for Leipzig 4, Leverkusen 0. But we then made it an unwanted hat-trick of defeats in today's episode with a 3-2 defeat away at Hanover in the German Cup. Let's take a look at the goals from it. However, we did go in front in this one. Sorloff with the opening goal. Williams with the ball down to Forsberg. He will play it across the goal where Sorloff taps in. It kind of just rolls over the line for a lucky opener from Sorloff. He does seem to get quite a lot of lucky goals, does Alex Sorloff. But the equaliser came with a defensive mistake. Let's be frank about that. Bulio with the shot from distance for 1-1. We did go back in front though. Canuck with the ball down the centre. Hichan through to Forsberg. Lovely bit of play as we rolled it into the net for 2-1. Hanover took it to extra time with a goal 5 minutes from the end. Ezel over the cross looking for Schindler. In behind Angelino. Gets a bit of fortune as he strokes it into the net for 2-2. And Bolio completed the scoring. Again, a bit of a mix-up at the back. I'm not quite sure what we were doing today defensively. But there is the goal that wins the game for Hanover to send them through to the next round of the Cup. And to send us, sadly, out of it. So on to the competition screen we go after a disappointing run of results there. So we are out of the German Cup at the 3rd round stage. And we haven't met the board objective of reaching the semi-finals. Although they did understand why we lost to Hanover in the manner that we did. In the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund are now level on points with us, although they have played a game more than us now. Bayern Munich are now just 4 points off the lead, but have a far inferior goal difference over us especially, and with Borussia Dortmund. Schalke have 39, that is the next game you will see in this series, and then there's an 8-point gap to Werder Bremen, so the top 4 are pulling away from the chasing pack. Bremen have 31, Leverkusen have 30, Hertha Berlin and Mönchengladbach have 27, Stuttgart have 26 to complete the top half. Down at the bottom, Bielefeld are still bottom on 10, Augsburg have 14, Union Berlin, Freiburg and Mainz all have 19 apiece. It's getting very tight in that relegation playoff spot, especially. Cologne are just a point further ahead on 20, Wolfsburg have 21, Hoffenheim have 22, Eintracht Frankfurt are up in 10th on 25. And certainly not the run of results we were expecting. See, 2 league defeats in 3 games is not great from us, but we are still top of the table. I think that has to be taken into perspective. We are well above expectation. We weren't expected to challenge for the title whatsoever this year, so the lads are doing really, really well. We just have to refocus and get ready for the final 15 games of the season, including the Champions League. We can put more focus on that now, at least. Obviously, winning the German Cup would have been nice, but realistically, we want to win the league title. We want to try and do well in the Champions League. The German Cup is 3rd on the list of priorities, as you can imagine. So we will come back next time around for that match with Schalke, a battle of 1st against 4th. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but like to do so, please click that subscribe button down in the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make on today's video, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The links to the Discord servers are in the description. That was episode 9 of the European road trip with RB Leipzig. Not exactly what we were expecting, but we dust ourselves down and we go again. I will see you for Schalke. Until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye.